Abundance of Yoga. I'm Megan McAvoy. Make your way back to your first downward facing dog. Feet hips width distance apart. Fingertips spread wide. Middle finger pointing forward. Lift the chest to straighten the back. Pedal out your dog if you'd like to add a little bit of movement here. Coming back to the length of your inhales and the length of your exhales. Step or float, come to the top of your mat in your forward fold. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands and sway from side to side. We're beginning to wake up the hamstrings here, so it's okay to have a little bit of a bend in your knees. Release the hands. Take a slow roll up to standing. Inhale your hands up overhead and exhale your hands to heart center. Float through sun salutation A. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Step back through your plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale right leg high. Step through, come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge, bringing your left knee down to the ground. As you inhale, your hands up overhead, or if you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, you can bring your hands down towards the floor. Release the hands on either side of your front foot. Step back through your three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your nose and back up. Right knee to right elbow and back up. Right knee to left elbow and back up. Step the right foot through, come into Parsvottanasana. Keep the hips level. Wrap the opposite hip down towards the floor as you draw energy up your right leg. Step the left foot forward to meet the right, coming into your forward fold. Interlace hands at the small of the back and release your hands forward as you begin to open up the shoulders and drop your head towards the ground. Release the hands. Take a slow roll up to standing. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands down to heart center. We'll flow through sun salutation A again. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale to your forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale to flat back. Step back through your plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, step it through to the top of the mat, come into Anjaneyasana as you bring your right knee down towards the ground. Take whatever variation you took on the other side, hands up overhead or hands reaching towards the ground. Release the hands on either side of the left foot. Step back to a three-legged dog. Bring your left knee to your nose and back up. Left knee to left elbow, back up. Left knee to right elbow, back up. Step through to the top of the mat. Come into Parsvottanasana. Square the back heel down as you fold forward over your straight left leg. Right foot steps forward to meet the left, coming into forward fold. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers as you pull yourself a little bit deeper. Take a slow roll up to standing. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands down to heart center. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Step the right foot back, coming into crescent warrior. Inhale your hands up overhead. Left knee is going to be at a 90-degree angle, and you'll see the big toe just over your left knee. Exhale forward. Inhale your hands back up. Exhale forward. Inhale your hands back up. Exhale forward. Inhale your hands back up. Interlace your hands at the small of your back. Begin to shift your gaze upwards for a bit of a back bend. You should feel this in your mid to upper back. Fold forward, coming into humble warrior. Bring your head down towards your foot and shift your hands away from your back. Lower right hand to the ground and twist as you reach the left hand high. Step the left foot back, come to Vashisthasana, your side plank. Engage through your core here, hips lift up towards the sky. Revolve back through your plank, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift right leg high, step through to crescent warrior. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale forward. Inhale back up. Exhale forward. Inhale back up. Exhale forward. Inhale back up. Interlace hands at the small of the back and shift your gaze upwards for a back bend. Flowing through, coming into humble warrior, the head tracks towards the ground as the hands lift away from the back. We'll take our twist on the other side. Our left hand comes down on the inside of the right foot as the right hand reaches high. Step back to Vashisthasana, your side plank. Lifting the hips towards the sky. Revolve through your plank and flow back to your downward facing dog. Step or float to the top of the mat. Take a slow roll up to standing as you inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands down to heart center. And we'll sit back into Utkatasana, our chair pose. Toes together, heels slightly apart. And we'll twist off to the right, bringing the outside of the left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Step the left leg back and open up through your twist. Dropping the left hand down, the right hand high. Bring your hands back to prayer and we'll revolve through to warrior 3. Lifting your left leg high, engage through your core. Lower your hands down under your shoulders and shift your left foot up towards the sky, coming into standing split. Release the left leg down, come into your forward fold. Return to Utkatasana, our chair pose. And now we'll take our twist to the left, bringing our hands into prayer, the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Step the right foot back to a lunge. If you opened up on the other side, open up on this side, bringing the right hand down to the ground, the left hand up towards the sky. Bring your hands back to prayer and we'll revolve through, coming into warrior 3. Release the hands under the shoulders as you shift the right foot high, coming into standing split. Right foot meets the left, coming into your forward fold. And we'll flow through our vinyasa, making our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Step it through, come into warrior one. Taking eagle arms, left elbow comes under the right elbow. Shift your gaze upwards for a back bend. Revolve and open up into warrior two. Looking out over your front hand. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two into extended side angle. If bind is part of your practice, I welcome you to move into that here. Release the hands on either side of the right foot. Step back to your plank and lower down through your chaturanga with the right leg lifted, making your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, step through, come into warrior one. Feel strong and grounded here in your warrior one. We'll take our eagle arms. This time our right elbow will come under our left as we shift our gaze upward. Open up into warrior two. Stack and level the shoulders over the hips. Looking out over your front palm, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Flow through to your extended side angle. If you took your bind on the other side, take your bind here. Release the hands on either side of your left foot. Lower down through your plank. Inhale to your upward dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Come into your table. Extend the right arm forward and the left leg reaches back. Knee to elbow and back out. Knee to elbow and back out. Release hand and knee to the ground, and we'll take that on the other side as the left hand reaches forward, the right leg reaches back, knee to elbow and back out, knee to elbow and back out. Keeping the hips under the knees, we'll tent our fingertips as we walk our hands forward, coming into inchworm. You're going to lower your chin and heart center down to the ground. This is a deep shoulder opener. Lowering down all the way onto our belly, take a look off to one side with your head on the ground. We'll come into our Sphinx or our Cobra. In your Cobra, your hands will be planted underneath your shoulders, lifting up through heart center and releasing any other gripping in your body. Lower back down. We'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Bring your right ankle to your left wrist, coming into pigeon. You can take a little bit of a back bend here, and then fold forward, coming onto your forearms, or maybe lowering your head down to the ground. Breathing into your hips here, using your inhales and your exhales to consciously release any of the tension or emotions that your hips tend to hold on to. Being mindful not to hold your breath in these challenging postures. Come back to your three-legged dog, opening up the hip. Right foot back down as you inhale, your left leg high, coming into pigeon on this side. Again, if you'd like to take a little bit of a back bend, you can do that here, and then begin to lower yourself down on your exhale, either to your forearms, or maybe your head comes down to the ground. Being mindful, as always, of your inhales and your exhales. Coming back to your downward facing dog, and we'll open up through the hip. Lower left foot back down, and then make your way and float through to a seat. Lowering down onto your back. Here you can come into your bridge or your wheel. If you're going to come into your bridge, I'm going to demo wheel. If you're going to come into your bridge, you want to make sure that you can touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips, and you're going to shift your knees forward as you lift your hips off of the ground, shifting your shoulders underneath your back. Lower back down. Have your feet wide on the mat, your knees together. And then hug your knees into your chest, rolling from side to side, giving yourself a little bit of a massage. We'll rock and roll to a seat. Straighten the left leg, bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and on your exhale, take a forward fold over your straight leg. Bringing your forehead to your knee. Coming back up, straighten your right leg. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Exhale to your forward fold, forehead to knee. If at any point you find you roll into your forward folds too quickly, back off of your edge. Take an inhale and a cleansing exhale and come back to it. Notice you might fold a little bit deeper. Straighten the left leg out in front of you. Lower down to your back. Take a spinal twist here. Hug the right knee into the chest as you bring it across the left side of the body. Your head will look off over your right shoulder. We'll take our twist on the other side, hug the left knee in, take it across the right side of your body as you look over your left shoulder. Bringing the soles of the feet together, we'll move into Supta Baddha Konasana. Preparing to come into our Shavasana. If there are any final postures that you feel as though you need to include in your practice, I welcome you to take them now. Otherwise, make your way back to Shavasana, straightening out both legs. Ankles will fall open, hands will be out to the side in a giving and receiving position, palms facing upwards, eyes closed. And we'll begin to do a scan of our body. Forehead, eyes, throat. Releasing any tension that we might be holding on to. Imagining a ball of white light at our throat and the openness and expansiveness of space around us. Shoulders, heart center, the rise and fall of your belly with each inhale and exhale. Hips, knees, ankles, out through the soles and toes of the feet, which ground us and support us through our practice. Calming the mind. Beginning to add some movement to the body and rolling onto your right side. Keeping your eyes closed, you can make your way back to a comfortable seat, bringing your hands together in prayer at heart center, and then moving your thumbs to your third eye center. Namaste.